Fuck off. I'm so
Alright, so we probably gonna go,
Where's Logan at? Oh my god, I hate this game so much. I hate it. This fucking cycle.
fuck it, let's play this shit. I desperately do not want to play no goddamn my career, bro. Fuck it. Like, I really don't want to play this shit.
This week on NBA2K TV, we have the 2020 NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. And now's the time to jump into my league. We take you through the mode, plus in-game events, and your top plays.
I didn't know that shit.
With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the Timberwolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined now by Dave Anthony, Chris Webber, our sideline reporter, Doug Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. With us tonight, one of the quickest players in league history, Kenny the Jet Smith. I almost feel like I should say your name fast because that's the way you played the game.
Well, I just have, thanks for having us.
Well, it's good to have you.
But is the show going to be fast? Because I heard like it's a little bit less time down here than it is up top.
Well, I think it goes by so quickly.
Yeah, it's not quite jet quick, but it does play with some pace.
Because when you guys are home sleeping, we're still on the air.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that.
That is true.
That is true. We might be having tea for two after.
There it
on
is.
the air.
There it is. And that is true.
Whatever that is.
Gee, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim said, "I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come."
DA, thanks a lot.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three?
Game's deciding three. Steph Curry's number one. Klay Thompson's number two. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard?
Ooh, I'm sorry. Dame Lillard, number three. And then Trae.
Say, wait, sorry.
Steph, Klay,
Lillard.
Okay. Game winning, three, not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there.
Who's that?
Why?
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Omari Spellman comes in for James Johnson. And Junior subbed in for Malik Beasley. Anthony down low. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Russell. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Collins.
This is the defense Collins brings to the table. Excellent at knowing when to go after blocks.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Spellman the pass to Junior. Oh, look at it!
Like something. He isn't a guy who has to try to show off. It just happens.
Trailblazers leading by 8. And Lillard gets double teamed. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Russell. To the inside. And that one's good, Junior.
Man, what a sweet pass by Russell. He has a great instinct for finding those opportunities in the floor.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Here's Junior, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And not backing down from the physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
It's his first trip to the line. Kenny, your career saw the expansion of the NBA as the league added several new teams. How did expansion change the league and change for the players when you were on the floor?
Well, probably Greg could answer this better because he had to move out of the country when expansion came in with the Vancouver. So how did that feel? Leaving the country, not just leaving the state, but leaving the country.
And that's the point. It is different. Like, I mean, obviously it's still North America, and Canada's very close to us culturally, but it's still different. And the other big part was, you know, they knew about basketball, but it wasn't a part of their fabric. So a lot of times you were trying to educate fans to help them, you know, have interest in the game. So it was different, and especially growing up as a kid. You know, I never dreamt of playing in Vancouver. For the that never really entered into the equation.
Inside, Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, the awareness on display. Hood just isn't a good scorer. He's also skilled at getting it to his open teammates.
Now, Khan. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hood, the pass to McCollum. Here's Trent. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. That one off the back iron and out.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Stolen away. Pass to Okogie. Floats it up for Junior. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Always in pursuit of the basketball. If you throw it up, Junior's looking to throw it down.
Ripped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Jake Lehman's checked in for Josh Okogie. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Collins. 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. And here's McCollum. He had 34 points in the win against Orlando. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 4. Kenny, you played under a number of legendary coaches. What traits do they share, and how are they different?
Well, the great thing about all of them, they had me. So that makes them
check that box, right? Move that off to the side.
It's something that they all had in common. I'm not saying that it's me, but it is happening. I think what makes them great, what makes them great is the ability to relate and also the ability to change direction. Like, you could have a game plan and then all of a sudden change the game plan in the middle of the game and come up with a new one if it's not working.
Well, I even go a step further. You're also, the great coaches adapt to their personnel as opposed to trying to make the personnel adapt to them. That's why Greg Popovich stand out for me. Because I remember when the Spurs used to be beating you in the 80s.
Yeah. And now
then he's a guy that started
the running.
Offensive thing.
He's running things.
They double team McCollum and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Minnesota with it. Junior with it. He's coming off an unbelievably high scoring game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
There's no shortage of grip to Junior's game. He gets his elbows dirty. He'll come right at you and force you into mistakes.
The Timberwolves have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Outside Collins. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
And you have to at least respect Collins' deep ball. I mean, he's confident in taking this shot and giving the opportunity.
Here's Junior. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Knocks down the 3-ball. Trent's got a couple of threes now in the first for Portland.
Drawing so much attention offensively, McCollum uses that to his advantage as he creates for others.
And they're scoring.
Oh, Jizzle, what's going down, bro? I'm sorry, I don't know when you commented. I
Lead
was
by
not paying
5
attention. How you feeling,
from
bro?
Portland. We're back in a moment.
Okay, you still here. It was a minute ago. It was just 1 minute.
And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
Fear nobody. And you know, if somebody's gonna come after me, I'm gonna be right here for it. And you know, he's the ultimate example of that. Somebody that's gonna come for your lunch, and that's just what it is. I'm always ready for the challenge.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
But just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Trent in at the 2.
Worth the price of admission all by himself. Cobb
Cooler,
loves the
cooler.
limelight and looks to give a great performance.
No work
every night.
today, Brody.
And with the game of basketball
you probably
going
just
global,
got off
guys,
the
can
league
we
with
see
Houston,
it's
yeah.
no longer a cakewalk for a U.S.
You ready
team
to late?
to go in those international tournaments and just check the box. They got to compete, and they're going to face some terrific players.
Yeah, well, back in '92 when the Dream Team was formed, it woke the world up. It allowed them to see what basketball at its best looked like. And so now we can imitate that, or we can emulate it, or we can find out who got those guys that good.
That was the plan for the Dream Team. Basically, it was to go and elevate the game of basketball. And that's exactly what happened. Right now, we have all these great players coming in from all over the world.
And
Boy, you off. You boy, free man till Friday.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Nuggets, was tremendous. He scored 63 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way. They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Will it go? Nurkic the pass to Trent. And that'll be throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. Good shot.
And the first one at the line is good for the Trailblazers.
My
Whiteside's
brother
checked
got
in
my
for
last one
Collins.
yesterday.
Lisa comes in for Rodney Hood, and Lillard subbed in for McCollum.
Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my
Oh,
time.
y'all was on early, boy. Y'all was some early birds.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Well, we see rookies like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton who chose to play in the Australian League rather than college basketball. Kenny, is something you would have ever considered?
I still gotta go to the gym and go to work.
Well, no, I don't think I would have ever been in this.
I still gotta go to the
because
gym
my thought
and
process
work.
would have been totally different. But I do understand how some players will opt for that option, but also it's taking a huge gamble. And, you know, it's going to probably work out for these two talented young players.
And the reality is most of the guys that have done that, it didn't benefit them. Because what people don't factor in is you're a young kid, you're going to live in a foreign country, different culture, you're going to be around people you don't know. And generally, you don't get to play the game you played in high school because you're not the focal point. So it is a tremendous risk.
Niggas get on fire and then
most people don't get to see you play until you get to the league.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Culver comes in.
What was
for
that?
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5.
Bro, this nigga didn't get touched, bro. Where this nigga get fouled at, y'all? Where the foul? Where the foul? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Half minutes now.
No foul, no contact at all whatsoever.
That is his first foul of the game. Towns comes with a double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Portland now. Here's Lillard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. For Minnesota. The Trailblazers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
An already proven scorer. Hood needs to keep adding to his game, specifically focusing on becoming a better all-around versatile player.
Junior with it. Anthony on him. Junior kicks to Cobb. On deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. Portland again missing. Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Cobb. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
But just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
1:49 left in the first half. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Junior. Another shot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Junior's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are. Take a break.
And C-Web, what can you say? Kenny Smith never one to pull any punches when he's talking about basketball. Or anything, for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. And he's such an integral piece to those Hakeem Olajuwon championship teams there in Houston.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
All free throws good from Hood. 1:27 left to play here in the half. Junior the pass to Hernan Gomez. To the paint. And Junior throws it down.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
Good on the wing. A three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists tonight. Pass to Cobb. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammates wide open.
Now here's Cobb. He's guarded by McCollum. Down low, here's Junior, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Portland's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Cobb with the steal. Now here's Junior. And that one released in time, but no good. It's all tied in Portland.
If I would have
And
hit
now
that,
we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
that would have went crazy.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
I've been that motherfucking phone, and a motherfucker be wrong. Big gun, big get shown. City to city, I'm torn. The party already the ball. I love my diamond, they gone.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Omari Spellman has come in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Colton. And Junior subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Junior, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo, mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. The buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
down the first one. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
So Anthony nails both of them.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Junior with it, Anthony on him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Blazers on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. The pass to Collins. Here's Kopp. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. To the middle. And finished off by Collins.
Now this is aggressive. And I like that Collins focused on dunking rather than simply laying it in.
To the inside. Junior passes it to Layman. Six to shoot. Inside. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Junior.
Too bad this scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
Collins passes to Trent. Down low. Here's Collins. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
I like how attacking Collins is. I mean, get him the ball in a good spot, he's not going to disappoint.
To the inside. Spellman. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Cobb, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Anthony finds McCollum. Outside Collins. Pass to Trent. The teardrop falls in. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, Junior, he's got 32. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
You sure come in so foul. Don't do this to you.
That some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two.
Goodness gracious. You have a big ass boy. You naturally have a big ass.
If you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
such a crafty competitor. Junior using the pick to get a little extra space for shots.
Portland leading by 8. Here's Trent. He's got 10. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, they do.
Just
They do
takes a
beat.
few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Ariza brings the double. Here's Towns.
Ain't nobody tripping off me, man.
Absolutely.
NBA.com, baby. Woo! Chris Paul injured. Man, I don't know what to say. A little heartbroken.
I'll still play with him.
Oh! Mike James. Denied. Don't come to a post like that like you CP or something, man. You see he's out the game. Shall I put more damage?
Got a phone call or shit? Call me.
Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
Leaving my mic and then forget.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Give me the ball.
1:37 left in the third.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jared Culver.
Oh, you love how physical Ariza is. Just attacking the D and earning the call in the process.
See, I know right now you could
a
probably just hear
different
my
player now than he once was, but during his
I
prime,
gotta
he
put
was
them
as athletic as anybody
like
on the floor.
You can say that again, Jay. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older.
I got
he went
them.
from
I know
mostly a
how
slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
HS1 plug-in that takes off all basically
1:22
all
left in the third
background
quarter
noise
of the
on
game.
mic.
And that one's
It's supposed to
good,
be like
Junior.
$100.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Trailblazers leading by 10. To the paint. And finished off by Nurkic.
I mean, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Doubled by McCollum. Out to the right wing.
If I got 3 people on me and I get through, I pass it to him instead of him.
Nurkic with the steal. McCollum left side. Cobb with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Cobb. Junior's got 39. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage, right, no doubt, he's pleased with that.
And the first one drops. Damian Lillard's checked in for McCollum. Minnesota also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
Pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 8th assist of the game. And here's Junior. He's got 39. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And he can clear see Junior is still accustomed.
Hey,
to
I appreciate
fighting
you,
for every action.
one
Every
single
game,
lone viewer
every play, he's out
on
here
Twitch
giving
right
his
now. Appreciate you for keeping that
absolute
tab open,
He's
showing
had
me some
6 attempts
love.
at the line, made 5 of them.
Showing me some love.
First one falls
Whoever you
for.
are.
He's off on the second. Here's Trent. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Trailblazers leading by 12. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Junior with it. Ariza brings the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And for Portland, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now, here's Junior, covered by Anthony. And Junior throws it down hard.
But once Junior sees daylight, he does not hesitate. Strong drive. Excellent finish.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Cobb. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Here's Trent. And Culver pulls it down. The Timberwolves shooting 47%, pretty solid. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Cobb. Lays it up off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell comes in for Cobb. And we've got Minnesota making a switch here. Junior's checked in. And here are the Trailblazers now. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Knocked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Junior with the ball. Can they get it? And he slams it down right on top of the Son Whiteside.
Using the momentum to his advantage. Love seeing Junior take flight like this off the drive.
Portland leading by 11. McCollum finds Anthony, pulls it up. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Whiteside.
This is 7-foot difference from Whiteside. Able to reach up and go to work right over the defense.
The pass to Culver. To the middle, unloads. Up close with a jumper. The finish from Junior. Junior's got 46 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
It's McCollum on the wing. And they called a foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
A superb concentration from the clever guard. McCollum, he's so used to getting knocked around, going up easy for him.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Throw good, McCollum. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Now, here's Junior. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. .151 left here in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Anthony. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Lillard. The Blazers on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. And the foul called on Junior. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Now McCollum. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ariza kicks to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Portland.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for C.J. McCollum.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. To the paint, here's Anthony. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 21. Here's Junior. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Free throw good, Junior. And both free throws good for Junior. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.
Fucking awful. Think about it. Think about it.